I'm going to go to Steven. Perhaps we can get some feelings of his on... Because his wife was supposed to be here with us, but she's, like, tripping out to go partying instead.
Right.
Whatever. She doesn't want to spend her time in a cold studio in October. It's freezing.
Drinking beer.
These lights are not warm enough.
No, they're not.
Yeah. So, Steven, give us your opening review of He Loves Me Not.
Okay, I don't want to start out with I despise this movie. I thought it was absolutely... From beginning to end, I thought it was tonally terrible.
Okay, look, we talked about being interesting and hyperbolic at the beginning, but seriously...
No, I did not like this movie.
Whatever.
I thought it was tonally all over the place. Like, I couldn't decide whether it wanted to be a comedy or a suspense. I thought, like, a lot of the situations were unbelievable. It felt forced. So, like,
give me an example of an unbelievable
you have
situation.
the first perspective where Angelique goes over to her friends.
Yeah.
And he's there knocking on the window, right?
Right.
And you think, oh, he's looking for her. And then his perspective, oh no, he was really just looking for a glass of milk.
Right, he just wanted
that
milk.
was way too convenient for, like, it didn't come out organic. It didn't feel like part of the story. Like, he's sitting there, and just all of a sudden, I need some milk. I'm going to go to the neighbor. It just didn't feel natural for his character at all. To just all of a sudden, it just felt like they were doing that.
Listen, just because you don't go and talk to your neighbors when you're out of milk.
I don't bang on their windows in the middle of night for a glass of milk.
Okay, the banging on the window bothered you.
Yeah, so I mean, that just seemed like
all the time.
That seemed ridiculous.
Also, the fact that it was like 3 a.m. probably bothered him too.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
He's got a pregnant wife. I can understand. I see what you're saying about banging on the window. Whatever.
And I thought...
go to the Denny's, order a milk, and come back.
Okay, but they don't have that so much in Europe, you know?
Milk? They have milk?
No, they don't have stores that are open. They don't have stores that are open all the time.
So there's a certain amount of, like, human decency. You don't bang on somebody's window at 3 o'clock in the morning, like... You know, can I borrow some toilet paper?
What you do is you make skim milk. You just pour water into the milk that you have, and you pour it on whatever she needs.
All right, so but that's like a teeny movie flaw.
Okay, but I mean, there was scenes like that where I thought he could have easily, like, his situation with his wife, he could have easily explained what was going on. He had proof of what was happening, and he doesn't like pursue it. There's many times where he could have explained a little bit more and been like, look, I'm getting all these letters. I don't know where they're coming from. Why don't we contact the police? He doesn't do that. He doesn't make choices that seem obvious. And I don't like movies where the characters don't make choices that are obvious. Because then they're making the choice to move the story forward. And
Okay. I can see. I understand. There are a lot of plot points.
And yet you like horror movies?
Yeah, that's what I was exactly what I was. So it's what I thought was fascinating about this film is it is almost like there's two films, and somewhere in the middle there's this kind of psychological thriller. On the outside, she's living within a romantic comedy. You know, and it literally does feel like, I mean, this is not the best movie in the world, but I enjoyed it. It felt like I mentioned earlier, this could almost be a Lifetime movie network, you know, like, and that's it kind of feels like that with really good actors.
It also made me scared of Audrey Tautou.
It made me,
and I don't want to feel that way about her because
she's amazing in this. I don't, whatever you have to say about not liking this movie, she's freaking her.
I agree. The performances
fantastic.
all around were great. I think the directing was the problem.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, because she managed to somehow be like. I want her to stalk me. She's such an adorable.
She'll buy you plane tickets to Florence.
That's fantastic. Come on. I am all for that.
I'm gonna have to side with Nate on this one. I enjoyed it. Well, I could see like a lot of the things coming when.
Yeah.
It's like when she gets hurt on the moped, and then you find out that the wife.
That was extremely dark.
When you find out the wife had a miscarriage, I'm like, oh my goodness, she's insane.
Yeah.
That's the moment in the movie you realize she's a crazy person and something needs to be done. But
there's just enough doubt there, you know, that, I mean, she just attempted to kill a wife and
unborn child.
She did kill the unborn child, you know, which is just, it's extremely dark. Yeah.
The other thing that I wish at the end, that final scene where she's in the insane asylum, and
yeah.
I actually liked that
Mm-hmm.
because that they start to explore this, what at least the film portrayed as a real illness.
Yeah.
Because they have that quote from a real person who suffered from this.
From an anonymous person who...
Yeah, and they start to explore this, what this illness is, this what psychotic break of some kind is, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. This isn't just a crazy woman obsessed with this guy. There's actually a whole, like, psychosis
she's created
associated with
there's
this.
something here, yeah.
And
which would have been interesting too.
I wish they would explore that. Like, what is...
They did. That was the first half of the movie. The first half of the movie was like,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I'm not...
But you do now. You do now. Like,
But
everything that you saw that was like, this is crazy. It makes you want to get up and get milk at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what it does to you.
No.
Yeah, no.
Never had 100% for rating. He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not, or George of the Jungle.
He loves me not. I love George of the Jungle in middle
Really?
school.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I
In
loved
middle
it.
school, okay.
I'm pretty sure...
I was waiting for you to be like, I loved it last week when I saw it.
Because we saw it in middle school, and it was, it's such dumb humor. It's made for middle school kids.
Oh, yeah.
And
As
so
is
it's
every
great.
Brendan Fraser movie.
Yes, as is every single Brendan Fraser movie. That man, heck, I was substituting for a middle school, and we watched a Brendan Fraser movie. I don't think I've ever substituted for a middle school, and we're not watching Brendan Fraser. I've just realized where he makes all his money. It's middle school.
Oh, yeah.
Kids. Yeah. His humor is so...
He tried to ruin Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Which is, in his serious roles, he's actually a really good actor.
He is.
And
Quiet American, Gods and Monsters, Crash. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's... I guess I know why he's going for the paycheck, but he's got to know that's not going to last.
He does it again and again. There's a part of me that's like, you've already been paid.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think he just likes doing these movies. I honestly do.
Maybe his kids like it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Title. He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not, or The Land Before Time. The original one.
Aww.
No, the original Land Before Time, 14.
I feel bad for He Loves Me, He Loves Me
14
Not.
or 13, because,
I believe they're
Although
probably up to 15 now, but...
Yeah.
I guess He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not just beat Beverly Hills Cop 2, so Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's better.
Yeah. The first one is good, and it's moving, and it's...
I watched it a lot as a kid.
Yeah. It has all those...
Good characters.
Things that, good animation needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's hurt by its sequels, like most...
The first sequel is decent. And then they turned them into, like, episodes of Barney where they were singing all the time. And it just...
It became
more of a cuteness little dinosaur thing than it was the story of children trying to find their parents and escape
trying to survive. It's really dark.
Escape the demon-looking Tyrannosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That thing is scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
And the volcanoes erupting right at the beginning. Oh my goodness.
Get to the Hidden Valley. And they have really interesting, because what's the Triceratops name? Sarah, who actually like runs away and ends up getting like stuck in the tar pits. It's really dark stuff they have to overcome, and they manage to.
It's just one of those things, like, that has been turned into a merchandising tool.
And it was then, too, though.
Well, yeah, but now they're making movies to continue to make merchandise, as opposed to merchandise from a successful film.
Cars, too.
Yeah.
Cars is the most successful merchandise film for Pixar, actually. Mm-hmm. So they made Cars 2.
Yeah.
Because...
They want to keep merchandising.
Mm-hmm. They want to keep merchandising.
So. All the yogurt from Spaceballs. Merchandising. The Spaceballs, the flamethrower. The kids love it.
Kids would love it.
I won't see white chicks because I'm racist.